rug's a mess and my front door needs a new knob. I got squirrels in my attic, I got bats in my head. Well, Bob just leaned over the counter and he shook his head and said, you need home repairs and solutions. Home repairs and solutions. They'll fix your windows, they'll fix your house, they'll even tell you how to get rid of a mouse. Home repairs and solutions.
It's a Friday morning time for Home Repairs and Solutions with Mark and Mary, brought to you by Spring Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Amanda dealer. And now here are your hosts, Mary Pearson and Mark Withers. And good morning, guys.
Good morning, Dan.
Morning, Dan.
Beautiful day in the Ozarks. Feel like a little rain.
I love it.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
I love it. I know we've had this discussion before. This is my kind of weather. I love this. Yeah.
Can't you sleep well when you hear the rain last night?
Oh, yes.
Pattering on the top of the roof?
Well, it didn't rain at my house last night. It started raining this morning about 4:45 when I took the dog out for a walk. That's when it started raining.
Oh.
So I had to turn around and run back to the house and grab an umbrella.
Bad timing, yeah.
Yeah. Not real good timing, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I didn't melt and he didn't either.
It woke me up about 5 this morning, thundering and carrying on. And
That was okay with you, huh?
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I had to get up anyhow, so,
There you go.
So, what the heck?
What the heck?
That's right.
Well, and we could use the water.
We can. I'll tell
We
you
could
what,
use the water.
I was driving around out to one of our jobs out in the country a day or so ago, and I noticed some of the ponds and stuff are still really low.
Yes, they are. Some of them going toward our house are completely dry.
Yeah.
There's no water left.
Yeah.
So
We certainly need the rain. And,
we do.
And hopefully this little bit of rain, the tree. And I don't know. I've heard, well, if you get rain and stuff in the fall, makes the trees prettier and stuff. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I don't either.
It's a good thought. Trees are starting to turn. It's a good
They
time
are.
to get out and drive around the country.
They are. And they are pretty.
They are.
So, yep, you're right. You're right about that.
Yep. So.
And it's Friday morning.
Oh, it is.
At Home Repairs and Solutions, so it's always sunny here.
It's always, that's right. We kind of established that last week.
We did.
Come up with that,
We did.
It's always sunny at Home Repairs and Solutions.
That's right, every Friday.
Good old KWTO.
And we have some special guests with us today.
We do. And they got some big news for us. I'm sure a lot of people's already figured it out, but we're going to let them tell about their big news and stuff.
They've been super busy. I'm just glad they took time to be with us today.
I am too. These folks here, I'll have to say, we do business with them, and it's a pleasure. They take good care of us. And Andy and Monica from National Home Building Products.
Yep. They've been with us before. It's been a
Yes,
while.
they have.
But they've had a lot of changes since they were here last
time. So tell
time.
us, guys, tell us your big news.
We moved our showroom. We are now in Springfield. We were in Ozark behind Lambert's, but our new showroom is in the Brentwood Center at 2726 South Glenstone.
Wow.
So
location.
We've been there about 5 weeks now, and it has been a really good move for us. So we're really excited, and come and see us. We are there Monday through Saturday from 10 to 6.
Okay.
6 days a week.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. A lot of times it's hard to do business on Saturday.
It is, and that's something that we found out probably 5 or 6 years ago was, how much more, we could see people, and they didn't feel rushed when they could come in on
Yes,
Saturday and not try to come by after work and hurry up and make decisions or feel like they were keeping someone late.
There you go.
So
good move on your part, I would say.
we're really glad to do it and glad to have the people in.
There you go.
Now, give folks a little bit of idea of what you all carry there.
We sell, fabricate and install mirrors, custom mirror, shower doors, door, bath, and cabinet hardware, and closet and garage organization systems. That's our core, our 5 core items. We also do on the commercial side, commercial hardware on the commercial infill, and toilet partitions. So that's something that we've found there's a big need for. That usually works from the internet. Somebody calling us is building a project. We've shipped toilet partitions to Florida and I mean, all over.
right.
We can,
Okay, I have a really dumb question. What is a toilet partition?
Basically, the dividers in the bathrooms, the stalls that.
Oh,
make
you're
the
talking
stalls.
on a
Yeah,
commercial.
uh-huh,
Okay,
on a commercial.
application.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
Yeah.
okay.
So
I'm
but-
with you now. You
yeah.
kind of lost me there because
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
there's-
why would you need that in your house?
yeah, there's a lot of. That's something that we don't.
I've seen urinals in homes
Yeah.
now. We might need some of
You
those
might need,
screens.
you never know.
That's
you never
something
know.
that we've done quite a bit of, and there is a pretty big demand for that. And there's not a whole lot of people in this area
No,
that do that.
there's
so,
not.
And we don't really advertise it much, but because it's typically somebody doesn't come into our showroom asking us about toilet partitions. It's something that people research on the internet. So, but that's pretty much in a nutshell what we do.
Yeah, in our new showroom, we do have a couple of new product lines. So if you're looking for a cabinet vanity that looks more like a piece of furniture, we do have those now. And then light fixtures that will go over the vanity. So more of if you're doing a bathroom remodel and you want to just basically do everything in one place, we can really help with that. So
One-stop shop.
That's right.
There you go.
Well, like for our new houses, we get, we get our doorknobs, we get our towel bars, we get our mirrors, we get our shower doors. We call you guys, you come out and take care of us.
Yeah.
And that is so nice to have you. It's available. It's great when we are building a custom for somebody. We can send them in. They can look at everything you got. It's really mind-boggling, all the different styles of hardware and doorknobs and everything. And as we found out on a custom that we're building right now, you can spend $10 or $12 on a doorknob, or you can spend $90 to $100 on a doorknob. It's
true.
however much you want to spend.
That's exactly right.
And we try to let people know too when they come in the showroom, where their budget is, and that we have products available in all those price points, so that they don't think that all they can get is a crystal-looking knob that's $110. We do have a product that is still something that we are going to stand behind, but it is an $11 or $12 doorknob. It's still an oil rub bronze or satin nickel, which are still the two most popular colors right now that people are using whenever they're building. So we do have that available also. So, like you said, Mark, there is a ton.
Yeah.
We only show probably 50 or 60 in our showroom, but there is more than that out there for people to choose from. And whenever they come in, it's our job to let them know what they're looking at and kind of the product itself, what the warranty is, so they know when they come in that they are talking to a professional.
So like in the instance where you're building a custom home for someone, Mark, and you send them down there to look at different products, do you tell them, okay, this is your range of money that we have built into the price, or how do they know what their budget is? Does that come from you, since you're the general and kind of put it all together?
Most of the time, what I'll do is I'll say, okay, on our typical house that we do, this is what we spend. This is our budget.
Okay, for
yeah. And if you want something nicer, that's fine. But when they pick out what they want, I call down and I say, okay, what did they pick out and how much? And whatever the overage is.
then you just adjust
we just adjust that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they don't necessarily have to stay within the budget that you've set for that price range of the home that you're building.
No.
But
If they're willing to pay the overage, we try to, when we figure a house, we try to get it as close as we can.
Sure.
And, somebody comes to us, and like the folks did on this last one, they said, okay, we want you to bid this house just like you would normally build one of your spec houses. Use the same material. So we did. We gave them those figures, and then they took it from there and decided we want to upgrade our doorknobs. We want to upgrade our shower doors, our mirrors and stuff. And so most people, they know from the top, okay, this is what it is. This is how much you're going to pay over this. This cost us, for instance, I think we was paying $500 or $600 for the size of the house for our doorknobs. What they picked out was $3,000.
Oh my!
Yeah, so there was a
little difference
$2,300
there.
or $2,500 upgrade just on doorknobs.
Wow.
And a lot of folks don't realize how much you can spend. You can spend for your towel bars, doorknobs, cabinet hardware, and everything. You can spend $4,000 or $5,000 in a heartbeat if you're not careful.
Yeah.
And our main job too, when they come in, is to let the builder know before we order anything.
So
You know,
everybody's on the
Yeah.
same page.
Right.
Yeah.
So as soon as they come in, we do get in contact and say, hey, they've been in, here's what they picked out, and here's the price on it, and then we do another. Before we order anything, Andy will go out to the house and meet with the homeowners and count, measure, and then we'll send over an estimate before we order anything. So they have an opportunity still to say,
To change their mind.
change
or
their mind.
Okay.
And that's the critical thing is because we're working for Mark for DRC, and the other thing that a lot of people don't realize is, like the four of us that are sitting here. I mean, the doorknobs may be really important to me, and Mary, you may not care at all about that. You may want a nicer closet, or you may want an upgraded mirror, or everybody is different on what's important to them in a house.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons why, with the price points that we have in every product line that we carry, multiple
Right.
price points, because I mean, everybody's got different like what they like and what they don't like and what's important and what's not.
Sure, yeah. And, to me, it's so important to have folks like Andy and Monica there that, they help my customer, my client, but then again, they know what my budget is. They won't order anything till they talk to me. And, so they'll call me and say, hey, listen, this is what they're doing. Just want to, is this okay or is it not?
Right.
And that's very important to me because
Well, no one likes to have sticker shock in the end.
Absolutely.
Exactly
Right.
That's the worst time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to come to the end of the project and then you say, "Oh, gee whiz, you're over 25,000."
Yeah.
and they're like, "What?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's not fun for anybody.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
and so it's just so important to have them down or them there that my people can go to, but I trust them, and they'll we
Sure.
work together, and that's so important.
That's good. And I would imagine it'd be the same way with a homeowner who comes down and just has a budget. They're going to remodel a bathroom, like you mentioned, and say, "We've got this much money to spend.
yes.
This is what we want." Maybe their budget can cover it, maybe it can't.
Right.
But you can that way, as an individual homeowner, they don't end up getting themselves in hot water too. They don't go over here and buy this and go over here and buy this, because when you start doing that, you kind of sometimes lose track of what you've spent.
You bet.
So if you can come into a location and, like you said, you've added the lighting and you added some other things where they can see it all right there, see it together, and then know where they're at on their budget. I think that's really helpful.
Yep.
It is, and that is one thing that we do talk to people also. They come in, and we want to make sure too that everything goes together, that it looks nice together, it's within their budget, and that it works.
Sure.
And a lot of people, that don't have a contractor, they don't really know for sure if it's going to work. And between Andy and I, we have 30 years of experience. And I had a lady ask me the other day, she said, "How do you know this?" And I said, "Well, because this is what we do every day. We
Sure.
work with builders and we work with designers, and we know what they like, and we can recommend to you what works for them."
Sure. Do you guys also install your products, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to go purchase the product and then find someone to install it.
Right.
You guys do that as well.
That's
sure,
right.
yeah.
And they are our employees. They are not subcontracted out. They
Okay.
work for us.
And
Okay.
they're all factory trained and in-house trained. Our guys are. So, and our salespeople the same way. So that's one of the reasons why that we feel that has made us as successful as we have is our people. We've got a really good group of people that work for us, and that's my opinion is one of the reasons why we've been as successful as we
Sure.
have is our people,
Yeah.
group of people.
That's the same way with Spring Mountain Air. I mean, you have some great people that works
Yeah.
for you.
We do, and
that
and
you
that's
trust,
important.
and they go out,
Absolutely.
and your clients love them. I mean,
Yeah.
Especially when you're sending them to a client's home. You really have to
You
trust
bet.
your employees, because at that point, it's not like they're in the shop where you can oversee everything they're doing every minute of the day.
Yeah.
When you're sending them out to a client's home, then the trust and the value you have in your employees is huge.
Yeah.
You have to be able to know that they're going to go out there and do a good job for your client and treat their client with respect and that type of thing.
That's exactly right. And it doesn't matter if it's just a $400 shower door or a multi-million-dollar project. You know, it's
Right.
we do it the same way in every project we do. So.
Yeah, it's a little different, and like you've probably found out too, new construction as opposed to going into a remodel or going in and doing maybe just a change out where there is someone there, and they want to sit and watch.
Sure, sure.
And new construction, you don't have that.
Right.
You get a garage code. Usually, you go in, you do your work, and you leave. And usually, the cleaning crew comes after you and cleans. But we had to come up with and have come up with a different set of standards and things that our technicians do whenever they go out to a home that someone is living in. And like Andy said, if they're doing a shower door, we want to make sure that it is cleaned. Everything is, if we've had to drill, everything is cleaned up before we leave. And we leave a little note on the shower door that says, please don't use for 24 hours. And that's the only thing that they're going to need to take off before that they use the shower door.
Speaking of shower doors, I was on your Facebook page, and you have some great pictures up. I mean, some really neat pictures. And you had a picture there of a scalloped edge shower glass. That was really cool. Are people doing that more, doing like the walk-in showers? 'Cause we put in a walk-in shower, and I didn't put a door or anything there. You just, you walk in and kind of go to the left, and the shower part's over there. Because, cleaning shower doors and stuff just isn't my most fun thing to do.
And
But this piece of glass was one of the coolest looking things I've seen in a long time on a tile shower.
Yeah, that is a new trend, and basically what it is a shield. There's an opening like a 24-inch opening, and then a piece of glass. It's usually 3/8 or half-inch thick.
Yeah.
And you can do patterns and radius corners and all that on it, but basically takes the place of the door, and there's no metal. It's just a lot easier to keep clean. So, but it is a nice clean look.
It is. It looked really neat in that tiled shower,
Yeah,
I
it's,
thought.
But
it was
that
a
is
cool
something
look.
that we're doing.
We are doing quite a bit more of that.
It's
Just
definitely a trend that we're finding that a lot of people really like now. So, because without a door, what we hear and see a lot is it's just it gets kind of cold in there, in the wintertime in the shower because there's nothing to keep the heat in. But they, like you said, they don't really want to clean a shower door with all the metal
Right.
and everything else on it. So we're doing a lot of just glass shields, basically, is what they're called. So yeah.
Well, they're neat.
interesting.
So check them out on Facebook.
right.
It's National Home Products. Go to Facebook, search for them in there, whatever, and find them because they have some really, really neat pictures of some stuff they've done. And that shower glass panel thing or whatever you call that really caught my attention because it's really a neat looking item.
Yep. Thank you.
You bet.
And if you have a question for Andy or Monica today, why, we would love for you to call 862-9977, 1-800-375-0056. Free call from no matter where you are, so call us. We want to hear from you.
We do. We like to hear. We like for people to call us.
We do.
And please call us before the last minute of the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes people call us the last minute of the show. We can't get you on the air. And, we'll still talk to you on the phone or whatever. But, go ahead and give us a call so that we can get information out or maybe answer your question. That maybe someone else has the same question.
It's true.
So,
Matter of fact, a little off subject today, but we had a really interesting call
After the show,
After
we
the
did.
show last week. We
did.
had the question about how to get rid of the moles in your
Mm-hmm.
yard, and we had a person call in that really educated us on another little varmint that it could be, and that's a shrew. I'd never thought of that and didn't really
I
know what
didn't
a
either.
shrew was, but they are part of the mouse family. They're kind of a mouse with a long nose on them, and they live in the ground just like a mole does, and they eat seeds and worms and nuts and insects and all that kind of stuff. But they stay closer to the top of the ground, so if you see more of their runs, you could probably explain it better than
it's
I
like
could.
an above-ground tunnel.
Above-ground tunnel,
Yeah.
exactly. And so if you have that could be a shrew problem.
And not a mole,
And
and
not a
you
mole.
treat them differently.
Yes, you do.
So, and what he told us, the gentleman that called in after the show, said that to get rid of a shrew is you would put something in your yard that would be like a kind of a windmill type thing or something, or I'm not sure what they're called, but you see them,
Yeah.
and they're like little whirligig
whirly
things
birds,
or something.
whirligigs.
And it's something, and what it does is it vibrates the ground. And they will leave.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I'm sure he's right, because our neighbor at the lake, neighbors at the lake are pretty close. So we had that going on down there, and we had this little tunnel thing. We all thought it was a mole. Well, someone gave them one of those little whirligig things with a parrot and all that kind of. So she stuck it in the ground, and guess what? We don't have those anymore.
Right.
We don't have that. It's gone.
Right.
So I would say that was a shrew and not a mole.
Probably so. And that reminded me, got to thinking about back when I was a kid, my grandpa would always take like a piece of wooden broomstick or whatever, and grandma would empty a Clorox bottle because they was round.
Right.
And he cut little fins in it and put a nail on top of it and put them out there in the yard so they would, spin around and vibrate and stuff. And that's how he would get rid of those. And same principle, some
Right.
vibration and stuff. So that reminded me of what Grandpa used to do.
So you might have a shrew and not a mole.
That's right.
So if you see the tunnel running above the ground, it's a shrew.
And I don't know how to tame a shrew.
I don't either. Don't intend to find out. I just want them gone.
Just want them gone.
Yeah.
So
there's a difference.
There is. And thanks to one of our callers that
Absolutely
brought that to our attention.
But, and that's great information, but he called after the show. So that's why we had to bring it up today, because we found out that, we learned something that we didn't know before, and so we wanted to share that with our listeners. So there you go. If you have some great information, give us a call.
Give us a call.
There you go.
That's right.
We'll all learn together.
There you go. We'll have class.
We'll have class.
That's right. So, we was talking to there's so many types of hardware that's available out there. It's just amazing how you can still find like door hardware that matches something that you would have seen 100 years ago or 200 years ago, probably. Some really rustic, heavy, that looks like the old pitted metal and this, that, and that. I mean, that's all available out there. And you
Yes.
guys can take care of somebody that wants that.
We can. We have several different colors that are available in that, and the really neat thing about that hardware too is it has a patina on it. So as you use it, it will change, and you'll see it actually wear, and you can see it weather, and so it becomes really your own piece of hardware with that color that it turns into based on what the wear patterns and everything that you and your family have with it. So, but yeah, there are different ones. The fleur de lis is still available out there if you want something like that in a handle set or colors, and black, rust,
Right.
satin nickel,
What's your first name?
wrought steel.
Just all kinds of things.
Yeah. It's amazing, and not only in the door hardware and cabinet hardware, you have so many types that's available. Anything from the real modern looking plumb to the old time, rustic stuff. It's amazing. So I encourage folks to come in and just, if you're thinking about, it's little things like that can totally change a kitchen.
Oh, absolutely.
Just cabinet hardware can make your kitchen look so much different.
Totally different.
Same way with your doors. It's little things like that you can do that can really make a difference in your house.
One of the things too that we do let our customers take these products home. We let them check out a sample. They don't actually have to buy it because we do want them to really like it or love it before they purchase it. So they can take a piece home or take a couple of pieces home without having to purchase it. We have a little checkout system, and they can look at it, make sure at their home with their cabinet that it's going to look right. And sometimes, too, you don't really know until you take off a piece of hardware what the wood might look like underneath it. So it's best if you're going to replace that hardware, maybe to take a piece of it off and see, gosh, do I need my new piece to have the same design that my old piece does, or I'm going to need to get my cabinets refinished.
Yeah. Now get that at a big box store, doggone it.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
No, that's why you need to go see you guys. We got a caller holding on. Marty here in Springfield. Go ahead, Marty.
Hi. I think you may have a couple of the little animals mixed up. The little animal that makes the tunnels in the grass above the ground is called a vole, V-O-L-E. It's a kind of little mouse thing. A shrew is a little mammal that hunts the worms and mice and all. Think of a wolverine that's about the size of a mouse. They're carnivorous little guys. It's the voles that make the little tunnels all over the grass.
So how do you get rid of them, Marty?
I don't know.
Oh.
Probably the same way. I mean, with a clacker probably would take care of it. Actually, the voles they're the most common rodent in the country. There's millions of them. You just don't hardly ever see them.
Okay.
But, that's usually what the hawks and the owls and all hunt for, is those little voles.
Okay. And
they look like a mouse that has a little bitty short tail.
Okay. Well, we'll have to check in on that.
Okay.
I would just say there's lots of critters that run around that I just seen they didn't hover in my yard.
Yeah.
I'm learning more and more about this all the time.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for the call, Marty. Hey, we got to take a little break.
We do, but we'll be back, so stay with us.
Jennifer Kishinka. We're feeling pretty good about the economy. Consumer sentiment unexpectedly rose in October to the highest level in 5 years. The Thomson Reuters University of Michigan's reading jumped almost 5 points and was much better than expected. Robert Mellman of J.P. Morgan Chase says this may have positive implications for consumer spending.
We tend to focus on the economic outlook, which has a higher correlation with spending on durables, and that's been most of the upturn in consumer confidence over the last 3 months, including October. So I take it as probably a reality that people aren't feeling quite as gloomy.
J.P. Morgan's quarterly earnings surged 34% as the bank saw revenue rise and its provision for credit losses fall. Wells Fargo's profit rose 22%, but low interest rates crimped its profit margin more than expected, sending shares down more than 3%. On Wall Street, the Dow Industrials are up 34 points at 13,360. The Nasdaq is up 6. The S&P 500 is up almost a point. This is the Wall Street Journal report.
This is Charles Osgood. Every day, where do I see the independent spirit our country was founded on? In small business owners. We rely on them, and they rely on the UPS store. From packing and shipping to professional printing to mailbox services, small business owners get help from the UPS store. But perhaps the best thing they get is the feeling that they're not alone out there. And even for those with a strong independent streak, that's a rather reassuring feeling.
We love small business. We love logistics. To find the location near you, visit theupsstore.com.
Parts Plus Auto Parts stores and car care centers invite you to enter the Let's Go to Hawaii sweepstakes. You could win an all-expense-paid trip for two to Hawaii to participate in football All-Star Weekend festivities. There are hundreds of other fabulous prizes as well, and there will be winners at every Parts Plus location. Get details and enter at any participating Parts Plus parts store or car care center. If you want to win a Hawaiian vacation, and if you want the best parts and service for your car, not just parts.
Here's news on the Ozarks News Network. Fire destroyed a house west of Nixa this morning. The family living in the home escaped without injury. Nixa firefighters found the home fully engulfed in flames when they arrived at the home in the Pebble Creek Division. 8 other departments helped fight the fire. Fire crews had to shuttle water to the scene because there are no water hydrants near the fire. Newton County Sheriff Ken Copeland says the investigation of a former Missouri Highway Patrol trooper on child molestation charges began last February when a parent of one of the girls contacted authorities. James Hall turned himself in to the Newton County Sheriff's Department. He's accused of molesting 2 girls under the age of 13. And Springfield is opening the area's only compressed natural gas station. Compressed natural gas produces up to 90% less pollution than gasoline and costs about $1.75 a gallon. The station is at 1111 West Chestnut Expressway and is open to public use. For the Ozarks News Network, I'm Arlen Summers.
Some nights I can't get to sleep. Some nights I can't stay asleep. With Unisom, I can do both.
Unisom sleep tabs are clinically proven to help you fall asleep 33% faster and keep you asleep longer, so you get a more restful night's sleep. Made with an ingredient not found in other leading sleep aids, Unisom sleep tabs are safe and non-habit forming. Just one pill takes the uncertainty out of bedtime, giving you the sleep you need.
So I wake up ready to go.
Unisom sleep tabs. Fall asleep faster. Sleep longer.
Do you dream about a carefree, financially secured retirement? Now each Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m., Common Sense Economics for the Family with Tommy Ruff gives you information on how to prepare your family for the challenges facing us during the next 3,000 days. Discover alternatives to the low interest rates banks are paying on CDs and how to multiply your money while minimizing your risk. If you want to learn how to retire and not worry about income, tune in to Common Sense Economics for the Family every Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m.
Join us from 7 to 9 p.m. Sunday nights on AM 560 KWTO for Armed American Radio. That's Sunday night from 7 to 9 p.m. on AM 560 KWTO.
Join KTXR in Branson for another exciting show Saturday, October 27th. We'll meet at the Kmart parking lot at Kearney and Glenstone at 11:30, then have lunch at the Golden Corral. After lunch, it's on to the Pierce Arrow Show for the 3 o'clock show. The cost is just $29 per person, and that includes bus transportation, lunch, and a ticket to the show. Call today to make your reservation. Call during business hours, 862-3751. That's 862-3751.
At Advance Auto Parts, we don't do anything just part way. We go full throttle. We don't just get you parts fast. Oh no, we get you earth-shattering deals on the parts you need. Right now, buy Wagner Thermo-Quiet brake pads and get up to a $20 American Express gift card by mail. When we say earth-shattering deals, we mean it metaphorically. Don't worry, Earth. We got you. Advance Auto Parts. Service is our best part. Advance Auto Parts. Wait, prohibited. See store for detail.
Cloudy for today. We will see a couple of showers and a thunderstorm early on, the high 68. Cloudy and mild tonight, low 60. Clouds limiting sun, windy and warmer tomorrow. We will see a few showers or thunderstorms by the afternoon. Storms can be strong at times as the high approaches 80. It'll be sunny and breezy on Sunday, the high of 73. Sunny again on Monday, the high 75. I'm AccuWeather's Jason Lord.
It's 56 degrees in Springfield.
Well, I went down to the hardware store to see my old friend Bob. I said my roof leaks, my rug's a mess, and my front door needs a new knob. I got squirrels in my attic, I got bats in my head. Well, Bob just leaned over the counter and he shook his head and said, "You need home repairs and solutions. Home repairs and solutions. They'll fix your windows, they'll fix your house, they'll even tell you how to get rid of a mouse. Home repairs and solutions."
And you're listening to Home Repairs and Solutions with Mark and Mary, brought to you by Spring Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Amana dealer. And now, once again, here are Mary Pearson and Mark Withers. Second half of the show.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
It's always good to be back.
That's
We're
right.
always glad when it's the second half, we're still here.
We're still here. That's always a good thing.
That's a good sign. Hey, I need to tell you what happened this week.
Okay.
You know, the weather's cooling down and people are starting to turn furnace and stuff on, and we had a call this week. And the reason the gentleman called it wasn't because his furnace wasn't working. It's because his carbon monoxide detector kept going off. So he thought we should come and see what was going on. So we went out there. He had an older furnace, checked did the scope of the heat exchanger, and he absolutely had a cracked heat exchanger. So
Really?
carbon monoxide was being emitted to his home. We talk about this a lot, especially this time of year. We want to let people know it's very, very important if you have an older system to have a carbon monoxide detector in your home.
Absolutely.
Because if you do not, you don't know if carbon monoxide is being emitted from that furnace. You can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't feel it, you can't see it. So fortunately for them, it's early on in the season. Had they not had that carbon monoxide detector, they might have continued to use that furnace, not realizing that they were getting carbon monoxide poisoning emitted into their home. So I just wanted to bring that up because that's already happened. This is pretty early in the year for that to come up.
Absolutely.
But that's something that I just want to remind our listeners of. It's very important. Make sure you have that furnace checked out. Call a professional. I would recommend Spring Mountain Air.
Well, yes,
And,
absolutely.
We'll come out and make sure that everything's safe for you to run and operate. But at the very, very least, make sure you have a carbon monoxide detector if you have an older furnace. We don't want to hear about you in the news.
What's considered older? 6 years, 5 years?
10 years or older.
Okay.
10 years or older. Or if you have a system and maybe, you don't do maintenance on it. If you're not doing regular maintenance on it, I would suggest you get one also because things can happen over time. You just never know when that could come up, or you could have something happen if you have something plug the flue pipe. We've
Mhm.
talked about this before. Birds like to build nests in there in the summer.
Yep.
They don't take the bird nest down when they leave. Okay, they leave it there, folks.
Yeah.
So if you have that situation as well, then carbon monoxide will back up and come back into your home. There's all kinds of things that can cause that situation. So you just want to make sure that you're safe and that your family's safe.
Yep, that's
So,
the bottom line.
Yep.
So very good. So,
There you go. That's my free tip for the day.
there you go. Hey, it's a great one too. Very important. So I want to say hi to a very faithful listener to the program, a good friend of mine, and a very great. It's been a great support to me during my heart surgery and everything. My buddy John Heights over at Remax House of Brokers. He listens every week.
Well, good.
And
Hi, John.
Appreciate him so much. And then also, I had another good friend of mine that sent me a text a little bit ago. Said, "Hey, we're listening to the program." Another one that don't want to call in apparently. But was wondering where they could go. They want to start utilizing their deck on the outside of their house. They want to have like a sunroom put out there. And so, a few weeks ago we had the folks from Bolivar Insulation on again.
Mhm.
And they have a sunroom type deal, I think, that they talk about for decks.
I think they do.
But so that'd be a good place to start. Call our buddy Andrew Sherrill from over there at Bolivar Insulation. They might be able to help you out there, or at least give you a good starting point on what to do on that.
There you go.
Yeah. So, but they can also get on the internet and go to Spring Mountaineer's website and see your
Go to Mary's
Mary's
list.
list.
Go to
Yeah.
Mary's list. We haven't talked about that a whole lot, but something that we do here on the show is we record our sessions every Friday. I take them home and try to do this every weekend, and then I put it into the format that we need to put it on YouTube. So we have a
Mhm.
YouTube channel
Right.
that all the shows are on. I also post them on our website, which is www.springmountaineer.com. They're under the radio tab. They'll stay up there for 4 weeks.
Mhm.
So they drop off as the new one comes on. They rotate down, and then we had a lot of people call us over time. We've been doing this for a year and a half or a little over.
Yeah.
And so we have people that they might not need your service today, but they might need it 3, 4, 6 months from now.
Exactly.
They'll call the radio station or they'll call us at Spring Mountain Air and say, "Hey, who was that tree person? Who was that bug person? Who was that person you had on the show? We need them now." So that's what prompted us to create a Mary's list. So you can go to our website, click on Mary's list, and you can find, it doesn't matter how old the shows are, but you can find the guests that we've had on the show. Just click on their name. It will take you to their website, give you their information, give you a Google Places so you know where they're at. You can do a map from there. And then there's a place below there that if they've been on the show more than once, it will have the recording of all the shows. So if you want to go back and listen to one, or if you just need to get their information so that you can call them for their services. So, and that's free to everybody. It's, you just go on there and you can research whoever's been on the show and get the information you need. Or like I said, you can call us at the office. We have that happen still. Last week we had someone call in again, looking for someone we'd had on the show a few months ago. So
Yep. So there you go.
lots of
There's
ways to keep up with local businesses and get
Absolutely.
information. So
Absolutely. And we encourage you to do that.
yep, you bet.
That's right. The caller called in a while ago about the vole.
Never
and
heard of that.
Did
But
just a little bit of research on that, and absolutely, they're kind of similar to a mole, kind of similar to a shrew, but
sounds
similar
like they're
but
all in
different.
the same family.
They're it kind of sounds like they're in the same family. They says they thrive on small plants. Like shrews, they will eat dead animals. And like mice or rats, they can live on almost any nut or fruit. They target plants and other small animals. and
Hardy
stuff.
little suckers,
yeah.
aren't they?
So they make all these little trails and all. Yeah, So it's interesting. It's amazing what you find out.
It is.
And so research that. That might
We always
that
learn
might be
something.
what you have.
We always learn something on the show from
Yeah,
our listeners.
we
so
do.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get to Andy and Monica, I wanted to ask you how was your
Hooked on Dance?
Hooked on Dance.
It was great. It was a wonderful time. It always is.
Mhm.
Love the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks. They do an
Great
amazing
people.
job.
Yeah.
They raised, I can't remember if it was $623,000 or $632,000.
Wow, that's incredible.
And which 82%, they told us 82% of the money they take in goes back out into the community to help people with cancer. So it's an amazing organization. I just encourage anyone that needs help. If you have the cancer situation in your family, need help, to contact them, or if you want to volunteer to help out with projects, or if you want to donate, I would encourage you to do that. So,
well, next Saturday, of course, is the big Cruising for Cleavage.
It
ride.
is. It is.
And yeah, looking forward to that. Yep. So looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Hope you have great weather.
I do too.
Yep.
So I've already told a few of my motorcycle friends, and they're like, "Yeah, hey, we'll do it."
Yeah, if you want to sign up to do that, if you're a motorcycle person out there and you want to do that, it's $25 for the rider or the driver, and $15 for the rider. And they have all kinds of giveaways. I think they have a prize at the end. I believe you won that last year.
They
pretty
did a
nice
poker
leather
run,
jacket.
And, I did. I won the poker run last year. Yeah.
You did. So if you're interested in any of that kind of thing, please contact them. I'll give out their phone number. Their phone number is 862-3838. There you go.
So, yep, be sure and take part of that. If you don't have anything to do tonight and you love music, come down to River Bluff Fellowship, just south of Springfield on Evans Road. We're having our big monthly jam down there tonight. If you play, bring your instrument, play. If you just want to come to listen, we have about 100 150 people show up.
Do you have
once
people
a month.
dance?
No,
dancers?
but hey,
No
if you want to
dancers.
dance,
Okay,
why, I'm
just
sure
wondering.
somebody will be glad to.
You can dance to bluegrass.
Well, absolutely. So it starts about 7 o'clock tonight. It's just an informal get together and a jam for all the people in the community that plays and likes music. So I'd like to invite y'all to come down there. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing down Ozark from noon till 3 to Ozark Highlands Church. They're having their big picking and grilling down there, which they do once a year. Have free food and all kinds of music and stuff down there for kids, and so that's going to be a fun time. It's supposed to be pretty windy though.
It is.
So that might be
You might have to tie your hat on.
Might have to do it. Might be kind of tough. But anyway, if you don't have anything to do, come down there and see us tomorrow. So,
Lots of things going on.
Lots of things.
You cannot be bored if you live in the Ozarks.
That's true. And all the little surrounding towns this time of year, they have their apple butter making days and all this and that. There's always something to do.
Guess what else is going on this weekend?
What's that?
The remodel show.
That's right. It is.
And guess who's going to be at the remodel show?
Let me guess. Would it be National Home Product?
National Home Products.
All right.
Yes, we will.
And when does that start? That starts today, doesn't it?
It starts today at 1 o'clock. It's today out at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds in the E-Plex, and it's today from 1 to 7. And then tomorrow from 10 to 7. And on Sunday, I believe it's 11 to 5 on Sunday.
So where are you guys at? Because that E-Plex is you have an east side, a west side, a middle. Where are you guys at?
We are, I believe, on the west side. So pretty much when you walk in, we're going to be having our booth right there.
So if you want to see any of the things we've been talking about today, I'm sure you can have a display down there with some of your products.
We are, and you can come down and talk to one of our professionals there, and she'll be able to, or he will be able to help you. But we'll be down there this weekend. So if you are looking for someone for a sunroom or any kind of project that you do have going on at your home, or we can help with your business too, then come on down.
And I think it's like $4 to get in, something like that, I believe.
I think $4, and then under 12 is free.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So,
because I seen Matt Morrow on TV advertising for it.
Oh, did you? I
Yes.
haven't seen that commercial, but I don't see a lot of TV, so I miss a lot of that stuff. But
I believe $4 what they said, children under 12 free.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, it is a neat deal if you're thinking about remodeling and just trying to get some ideas. There's all different kinds of people there. But like Mary was saying, you can come and see what you guys have to offer, talk to you, and get an idea of what you might want. And it's a great place to get information, well worth the price.
Now, your store is still going to be open, though, during the remodel show? Or
Yes.
So, okay.
So if you go out to the remodel show and then want to come over to our showroom or just want to come to the showroom, we will be there. Of course, we'll be there today until 6 o'clock, and we'll be open tomorrow on Saturday from 10 to 6, too.
Okay.
So there you go. So
great place to go look at products.
Yeah, no excuse for not doing something this weekend.
That's right.
But
find something and go for it.
If you just want to sit around and not do nothing, that's fine too. Yeah.
I guess so.
NASCAR Saturday night, so the race it's a night race. So see, you go to the remodeling show, visit with the folks at National Home Products Saturday during the day, go home and watch the race.
I think
Saturday
the Cardinals
night.
play tonight. I mean, there's just a ton of things going on.
Oh, I know
Take
it.
care of everybody.
I know it. So something to do this weekend. So we got Gloria holding on here in Springfield. Let's talk to Gloria. What do you say?
Let's say good morning, Gloria.
Good morning. How you doing, Mary?
I'm doing great. How are you
and
today?
What's the gentleman's name that's with you?
Andy.
Okay, Andy. Hi, Andy.
Hello.
Hey, I need to know something. I'm thinking about remodeling my bathroom. Mainly, it's got a bath shower, but I'm 73 and I don't like stepping over the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
Could somebody come out and look and see what they could do?
What we
do you
would
know anybody?
What we would, yes, what we would do is probably recommend somebody for you to talk to on the front end, because that sounds like a project.
Well, it would mainly be take the bathtub out.
Yeah, but yes, we do definitely have somebody we can.
Or am I better off waiting for the spring when it's kind of warm, opening doors and this and that?
I don't think it would make a whole lot of difference when you did it, but it probably just depends if you're, like you said, if you're just tired of stepping over the tub. Probably the sooner the better. It sounds to me like probably.
Well, I just think it's I just like a walk-in shower.
But yes, we do have people that we work behind, and people that we recommend, somebody that could help you get started with that, because we wouldn't actually do any of the tear out or anything like that.
Okay.
But
one product that we do handle, I'm just going to kind of jump in here a little bit, is if you decide not to do that, we do have the grab bars or handrails to help you get in the shower, and we can put those in for you. And they have some nice pretty ones now too, so it doesn't have to be just the stainless looking ones that you see.
Just where you can hold on to something?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And now who does that?
We do that. So
you do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just might have you do that.
Well, we can definitely help with
they're
that.
probably a lot less expensive.
I got the steel tubs.
Yeah.
They're good. But anyway, and I'll give you a little tip here.
Okay.
I might have done it once before. Mary, you guys put in my heating and furnace.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, my furnace and air conditioning.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've got the bug man. I do preventative maintenance, and I got the bug man coming out and just checking. Make sure there's no termites out. I mean, I I don't think I got any, but he's going to come out and check that, But anyway, here's a little tip. If you've got a shower door, glass, and it runs on, what do you call that, the metal strips, whatever? The best way to keep it whistle clean is put a shower on a rod inside, one of those expandable things, and you put a shower curtain on that. That keeps the track and the glass. You never have to clean the glass. If you want to do it once a year just to make it shinier, you can do it. But you put, what do they call those expandable rods that you can twist? And You hang a shower curtain from that on the inside of the shower door. Keeps it whistle clean.
I'll bet it would.
It does. You don't have to clean in between the tracks or take a toothbrush. I mean, you never have to do that.
Good tip. Thank you,
Never
Gloria.
have to clean the glass. It's fantastic.
The good part too is with the new shower doors, you don't have to worry about getting your toothbrush out. The track at the bottom is a slick piece of metal now. So
they have improved them a lot.
They have.
But you don't have to clean the glass if you got a shower curtain inside.
Yeah, that's true.
I know, and that's a big thing too. You don't get any scum buildup. You don't get none of that stuff.
Or if you want to do something else they have now, they have what they call a shower guard glass, which is a coating that's actually tempered into the glass, so you wouldn't even need your shower curtain.
Really?
Yeah, and that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Anyway, I never liked to clean the track.
Right.
When I learned that easy method, then that's what I used, and
it
was always as clean as a whistle.
I think that will work.
Good tips there, Gloria.
We got one more caller. We got about 3 minutes. We have Dan from, I don't know what town that is. Tin Town.
Yes.
Dan from Tin. I've never heard of Tin Town, but good morning, Dan.
Good morning, y'all. Mary, I want to say thanks for hosting the show and the
You're
broad
welcome.
spectrum of information that you deliver on the show. I've enjoyed it.
Thanks for listening.
You bet. Mark, I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
What ride were you talking about tomorrow?
Oh, that is a week from tomorrow. It's called Cruising for Cleavage. It all goes to benefit the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks. And I rode in it last year, and I'll tell you what, it's a great ride. It'll be Saturday the 20th, which will be a week from this Saturday. And we meet out Christensen Trucking, Christensen Transportation. It's out on the old highway like you're going towards Stratford. And show up there. I'm not sure what time you show up, but I think about 9 or 10 of the mornings when we started. And it's a great deal. Really is.
Great. Okay, I just mistakenly heard that was tomorrow, and I've been following the ride and thought, wait a minute, I thought that was a week from tomorrow, and pulled up the page here on breast cancer. Site.
It's a week from tomorrow. You're correct.
Yeah, week from tomorrow.
Wanted to get that. Didn't want people showing up tomorrow if they wanted to ride. Well, they can show up and ride a week early. That's cool.
Sure. Hey,
practice ride.
Yeah. There you go. There you
might
go.
throw a plug out for Victory Mission. Their ride is Sunday. Their annual ride. And
really?
They're like up to 18 or 19 years now.
Wow. Well, okay, and that's this Sunday.
That is this Sunday.
Okay.
Right. The Ride for Victory.
Okay. Yeah. Fantastic. Hey, appreciate that information.
Thank you, Dan.
Not a problem. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
Oh,
right,
you
bye-bye.
too. Thank you. So,
we're going to have to get off here real quick, and I wanted to give you guys a chance to give out your new location again and also your phone number.
Okay. We are now at 2726 South Glenstone in the Brentwood Center, and you can still call 581-1260, but our new number is 731-3220. So come and see us. Like I said, we're in the Brentwood Center on South Glenstone. We're there Monday through Saturday from 10 to 6, and we'll be at the remodeling show at the Fairground Eplex this weekend.
sounds great.
Thank you so much for being our guest today. Lots of great information. I hope a lot of people come out and see you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I encourage folks to go and check out their showroom and all the different products they have to offer. Great folks.
Yes, they are.
Yep.
I guess that grandbaby's still doing good.
Oh, the grandbaby's doing great. Yes, I got to try to get a chance to slip down there and see him sometime this weekend.
I think you should.
You bet I will. So.
All righty.
Well, this is Home Repairs and Solutions. We're heard every Friday morning from 10 to 11 right here on AM 560 KWTO. Repairs and Solutions.